Good
Hello,
evening.
ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Good evening. Can you see me?
Yes, yes, you are visible. Yes.
Good.
Okay. And how was we are meeting, I think, after a week, I believe. So, how was the day?
Yeah.
Like, how was your time? The weeks?
Time is going great. Everything is okay and feeling good to meet you again here on this platform. So
Okay.
everything is positive.
And the
So how about you?
winter season has already arrived, right? So, I believe,
Yes, yes. Yeah,
uh,
that's true.
and winter is related to so many delicacies. I remember especially at home, whenever is the winter season, you get to eat all the special delicacies are being made at home, right? So
Yes,
are
yes,
you
yes.
enjoying
And
are you enjoying those things?
not yet, but I remember this when we feel this coldness, like when it is very chilly weathers and
Mhm.
what we like say hot coffee with fritters. It's a
Right,
very good combination. So
right,
we
right.
feel good to eat.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And I remember, like, usually, at this point of time, like that jaggery is quite available in the market over there.
Mm.
That dates jaggery.
Yes,
So
yes.
people make a lot of sweet dish out of those, those jaggery, pouring it into some sort of delicacies, sweet delicacies. Or so I remember usually in the winter time, this is the time when it is available in the market and in the sweet shops. That's the fond memory of my place, basically.
Yeah, that dates jaggery, yeah, really very tasty. But the thing is that we don't get the good quality of that jaggery
Yes, yes.
because whenever I purchased, I have found that these are not. I mean, these are mixed. There
Uh,
is no
like it's
smell
not
of dates.
organic, or it's not pure in its form, right?
Not at all. And once what happened that I thought that yeah, in the local market I don't get this good quality of this date jaggery. Then I try to find it out on online.
Okay.
So I thought that it would be good quality, and I bought one sorry half kg, but it also turned out to be very bad quality. So
Okay.
my endeavor for getting a good quality of jaggery
Mhm.
was not done.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I actually, there were days like back in the past, we can say, like I remember my mother or my grandmother, the way they used to make and the taste which we used to get. I don't see, like, we hardly come across such taste nowadays, even if it is
Yes, yeah,
being made or being brought from a store, we do not get that taste, or
not at all.
that quality is not available nowadays. But in those days, I believe, when you, especially I remember that my grandmother, the way my maternal grandmother used to prepare it, it used to smell so good. And
Yeah,
right, definitely everyone would finish it at one go. Whatever
yeah. When
we
this under preparation, so the smell makes us feel to take immediately the food
Right, right.
item.
Remember you the like
Particularly
during
this,
Sankranti,
yes,
that pancakes which we make, like pitha or those patishapta, and also uh,
mm,
like every time it was made in house and everyone will finish it at one go. Like there won't be a little scrap available for that, right?
particularly that pious. So
Hmm.
I like it
Right.
very much if it is made with
Yes.
jaggery. It's
Yes.
really tasty.
Exactly, absolutely. I can, I just cannot prepare in that way. I don't know why, but whenever I tasted my mother's or my grandmother's, so it tasted something heavenly. But I don't know, like nowadays, even if I try, I cannot. It never turns out so good. So, like, do you have any memories, such memories of, being with you? Like, I would like to know, like, are you staying in a, like, do you have a joint family or a nuclear family setup? Like,
No, I am in a nuclear family.
okay. And when you were a kid, so at that time also, like, you all were in a nuclear family, or
Yes,
was it a
yes.
joint family? Okay. Okay.
Not joint family, nuclear
Mhm.
family.
Okay. Okay. So, have you ever come across or experienced anything sort of joint family? Like, maybe you visited your friend's place, or maybe any other place where you have seen a joint family, being staying together, and a lot of noise and chaos, and like people, the way they come and greet you. Like, have you ever experienced such thing?
Yeah, yeah. I have experienced this in my in-laws' house because
Oh.
they two brothers. That is my father-in-law and his brother. They used to
Hmm.
live together. They had a joint family.
Okay.
So I experienced those things in when I got married and
Hmm.
went to their place. Yes, I experienced that.
Yeah. So that was a new experience, right? All of a sudden that you are in a big family, like so many members, so they're in that one single house. And so how was your experience when at first, because you told me that you have been, like, as a kid also you were in nuclear family. So how was the experience when you stepped into a joint family?
So initially, I did not like it actually because I used to love to be in a quiet place.
Hmm.
Natural instinct is that.
Right.
So when I found myself among all those people, so I was a bit, I don't know how to react with them,
Uncomfortable. Uh,
uncomfortable. Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So, but gradually, when I you got used to it and found that it's very interesting and very lively also. The atmosphere
Mhm.
becomes very lively when all the people come together, start gossiping, and so many new things also comes up. And in between, while gossiping, this as we already mentioned that these food items also come, and you start eating,
Right.
and gossips going on. Really,
Mhm.
it's a very good experience later on, and I love all those atmosphere. Then I started to visit frequently so that
Mhm.
I could get a, touch of all those
Right, right,
atmosphere.
right,
Yeah.
right. I think that's what, like, I can say that the kind of I would rather say, like, a group is formed when you have, like, people of similar age, and even of not similar age. I believe you, somebody is younger, somebody is elder, but still, like, in a single room there will be people with whom you can, talk. Like in nuclear family, there is a setup where. Of course, even if it's a, 3-member family or 4-member family, they will be talking to each other. But I don't think, like, there is anything, any sort of privacy, or like, you won't find any lone time when you are in a joint family, right? You
Yes.
won't be like sitting alone, because I think there are so many people, then definitely you will get somebody to talk with. Right.
Yeah. And the most main thing is that what I feel when I find myself in a joint family, when I imagine that I am living in a joint family, I feel very secure. What
Okay.
comes in the way, you can solve it. You have the confidence that you can solve it easily with the help of
Mhm.
other members of the family. But when you are living alone in nuclear family, then always there is some worriness is there.
Mhm.
And I think that if this happens, what I will do, who can come to me
Right.
for help like this?
Like a feeling of insecurity, or a bit of anxiety when you are handling all alone by yourself. So definitely it comes, that like if something happens in, or any accident, like, so what, how
Yes,
we will handle the situation all alone
yes, yes.
by ourselves, right?
And
Obviously you
our
need some people.
responsibility also gets distributed among the members. So
Right.
somebody is doing that and somebody else doing something other. So we
Yes.
can finish the job easily and with minimum time also.
Hmm. Yes, sure. And if you are in a nuclear family, then everything you will help only like all those like those two partner have to handle each and every work. They need to accomplish everything. They need to finish all the work. Like it would be equal responsibility over the two partners to do every household chores, right? So chores. But if you are in a joint family, I think they're like as you said that responsibilities and duties get distributed. So each one can do a share of work, right? So, Subhash, now if I ask you that, as you said that you have been brought up in a nuclear family, but you get accustomed, like you were fond of joint family essence when you finally came to stepped into your in-laws. So now, if I ask for your preference, that which one would you prefer, a nuclear family or a joint family? And
Actually, I would love to live in a joint family, but here is a catch. The catch is
hmm,
that the member should be, the mindset should be good, each
right,
member of the family, because otherwise there will be quarrel among
yes,
them
arguments,
occasionally.
right.
Yes, we will.
And
The
this is the I believe expecting this would be impossible because in a joint family definitely there will be so many members, and definitely I don't think that everyone will think alike, or everyone's
Yes,
mentality will be uh, like we can say tolerant or modern, or we cannot expect that. So it will always be like that, where a number of people will have distinctive characteristics. Right.
yeah. Generally, what happens that what is called it is jealousy.
Hmm.
So what happens there? Let's think about that. There is a family, joint family. Three brothers are there, and their
Right.
wives are also living in that family. Now,
Hmm.
every brother doesn't have the same kind of income,
Right.
maybe from some job or business. So
Hmm.
somebody earn heavy amount and somebody may not be
Right.
earning that much amount. So what happens that the people staying in a joint family, then they start talking about that he is earning more. Why why you are spending so much money only?
Right.
Suppose the
Yes.
wife of that brother may tell
Hmm.
to that husband, and the lower income father may feel
Question.
as a,
Right. Hmm.
is,
Or
may
may
feel
feel some.
inferior also, that I
Yes.
am not able to uh, earn
Right.
much income. So
Right.
so these kind of things happen.
Mm-hmm. And maintaining that balance in a family, like irrespective of who is earning what, but still the siblings are staying together with their parents and maintaining that peace in the house, that tranquility in the house is a very difficult thing for the members of the joint family. That all of them would stay together, and whenever in the need of the like there is need, they will stand for each other. And no matter who is earning what, but they would respect each other in an equal way. I think there are some families, we cannot say that each and every family had you know such level of arguments. Yeah, definitely arguments are like inevitable in such families. We cannot avoid, because if you have so many members and every member has a distinctive characteristic, so arguments will happen. No, the more number of people, the more number of opinions, there will be more opinions about different people. So it's very obvious that there will be arguments, but even after having such diverse mentality, but still staying together under one roof is a credit on itself, right? That everyone is staying together and taking care of each other at the time of emergency or urgency. So I think still that is really creditable, right? That's
Yeah,
the essence of joint family, right?
yes, yes. But nowadays, all these joint families are crumbling, and only
Yes.
nuclear families are left behind.
Yes, I think people are now more prone to, more inclined to have some privacy, and they believe that, uh, like a small family is easier to maintain, is easy to run the household chores, and to take care. I think a small family is easy in a way if you can.
Yeah,
Uh,
and they feel the sense of freedom also, because in a
yes,
joint family you cannot do everything that you want to do. But if
exactly.
you are in a nuclear family, you whatever you want to do, we can do with your
Hmm.
income. You can spend as much as
Right,
you want. But when in a joint family, you cannot do that, because the other member will come, or even the person who is expending money, his wife may not like it and start telling against this. So
right.
this will not happen in a nuclear family.
Yes, yes, of course. That nuclear family, you get more liberty, you have more freedom, you can take decisions on your own, right? But if you are in a
Yes.
joint family, people will start giving their own opinion, or they will try to manipulate your opinion, or your decision. Even if you are taking
Yeah.
up a decision, that other members in the family will try to
Yes.
give their own opinion regarding that. They will judge you, and a lot of things will happen, right? Uh,
Yeah, that may put you in a dilemma whether you should take
mm,
your own decision, or you give a chance to the decision taken by the other members of the family. So
right,
you cannot do on your own.
exactly. That is one thing which which is a drawback, we can say, right?
Yes.
Everything has its advantage and disadvantage. So if
Disadvantages.
nuclear family has its advantages and disadvantages, I think the similar way joint families also have the, you know like two faces. Like one is the darker side, another one is the brighter side. So I believe, but yes, that is true that nowadays all these joint families are splitting into nuclear families. People are now, they are more inclined towards living in a nuclear family that gives them the freedom and
And
the
people has
willingness.
become self-centered also. Earlier ages, so
Right.
people were not that much self-centered. Nowadays,
Yes,
people are
people
self-centered,
were
and that
simple.
another
We can say those
simple.
days were, yeah, they were more simple, uh, and they were not like, in that way they were not like, they never used to judge in such a way. But nowadays, we see a lot of uh, complex personalities, and like people have become self-centered, as you said rightly. That is
Earlier, people were like that. They were ready to sacrifice their own comfort for others, which
yes.
is not, which is few and far between nowadays.
Yes, exactly. Very true that. Subhash, it was a wonderful, experience sharing such experience with you, because even I have a very little idea about joint families. But yes, I have experienced, I've seen, but I do have a very little idea of joint families, because I also have been into a nuclear family. So, but sometimes I do feel that if I had been in the joint family, what would have been the scenario, or what would have been the situations? I think we all feel that way. So, Subhash, it was a wonderful session,
Yes,
and
once again.
good to see you after a long time, and hope we will see each other again. Until then, take care of yourself,
Okay,
and
thank you very much for the
yes, yes,
session. It was nice experience doing this session.
yeah.
Bye. Good
Good night.
night, ma'am.
Good night.